So I've always said if it weren't for the bad days, the good days wouldn't be so good.
Woohoo! I'm back! I'm just
So right now my stomach is just like up to here.
I'm being hopeful. God's got a plan for us.
I was warned that the fishing was really bad, but we still had a really awesome boat ride today.
And you know what? The sun is going down, so Stephanie's coming out to play.
We're gonna change up the tactics.
That's right.
Yep.
Oh yeah, we're on.
Got 'em on, baby.
Woo-hoo!
Let's go. So welcome to Great Isaac Island, guys. There is definitely a little civilization out here.
This is the best water taxi they've got around town.
Yoo-hoo! That's awesome.
Oh my gosh, there's food and water here.
And I'll tell you what's even more freaky is there's bullet holes up in the glass there. All right, guys, so it's definitely safe to say that everybody on the boat here is excited. First and foremost, we're doing Stephanie's favorite type of fishing. And on top of that, we have Samantha and Henry, who are our friends down here in the Florida Keys. And this is actually their first trip to the Bahamas by boat. We are already extremely late. It's 11 o'clock. We spent the entire morning just trying to find bait. First thing that we're gonna do, point the bow to Bimini. Let's make it happen.
You know, there's nothing like crossing on a good weather day. You guys are, I'm so excited and so happy. I'm so happy you guys came.
So I've always said if it weren't for the bad days, the good days wouldn't be so good. Right now, this is about as good as it gets, guys. And who knows what we could come across. I mean, we could find mahi, the goal is tunas, but on a day like today, it really doesn't matter. It's just amazing to be in the Bahamas, but so far so good. Cruising at about 45 miles an hour. We should be there in no time. It's about as good as it gets.
How does it feel to be back?
We're home.
We're home.
We're home.
We're just
And
one quick stop here though.
One thing I just want to say is not only am I grateful to visit a place like this, I'm grateful for the Bahamians allowing us to come over here, you know, take their resources and being able to take advantage of this here.
Woohoo! I'm back. I'm just
So we just got checked in. We're putting up our Bahamian courtesy flag here. Topping off on fuel. It's better safe than sorry. The key to what we're doing here is covering ground. So next stop is the Northwest Province Channel. All right, so we're coming up on our first set of birds right here. Got a nice flock that we're marking on the radar. So we're gonna pull up real nice and slow, start throwing out some live bait, see if we can get them. So at this point, we're probably about, I'd say, a quarter of a mile away from the birds. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna slow down the boat. And I'm gonna get a feel for which way that they're traveling, because what we wanna do is we basically want to cut them off and then set up in the direction that the birds are moving. That way we can just make our presentation as natural as possible. You see, if we go up real close to the birds, we're just gonna spook those tunas, they're gonna go back down.
Look, they're busting right there. I just saw one bust.
Did you?
Yeah. Throw some more liveys out.
I've been throwing out a ton.
Look, they're right here. They're coming closer.
Yep, they're coming right towards the boat. So after giving that flock of birds quite a bit of time, we decided to move on just because the fish weren't cooperating. Trial and error is the key to success up here. Sometimes the fish come up, sometimes they don't. But we're staying hopeful because the lower the sun sits towards the horizon, the more cooperative these fish typically get. So right now my stomach is just like up to here. because it's 5 o'clock. It's getting later in the day. I know that this is the magic hour, but man, I'll tell you what, when you put in all this work, we've been up since 4 o'clock this morning, and you only got 3 hours left to fish in the day, woo, it starts to weigh down on you. We gotta make these next 3 hours count.
We gotta move, Clay. I'm being hopeful. God's got a plan for us. That's why you just put in the work and you hope for the best.
It's getting late, gotta make something happen.
Guys, we found the birds. The birds seem to be chilling out though.
They're busting like crazy over there.
Chumming, they'll come.
I don't know how much more to chum. Just every single flock of birds that we've got on today just has not stuck around. I'm not gonna say that I can't believe it, because I can believe it.
It's tuna fishing.
No, this is our first time ever getting skunked on a tuna trip. I was warned that the fishing was really bad, but
Clay took a leap of faith.
But hey, we still had a really awesome boat ride today. I mean, we're still in the Bahamas.
That's what I was gonna say. It's still the Bahamas. And you know what? The sun is going down, so Stephen is coming out to play. It's always better in the Bahamas. Clay, it's just, you know, we got skunked. It's okay. It happens.
All right, let's head home. All right, guys, so day 2 here. And I'll tell you what, we needed that sleep. It was a long day yesterday, but today we just had plans of going to the sandbar, but since we didn't catch anything, we're gonna try fish in the morning here again. Not really sure what we're gonna do. That's the luxury of bringing absolutely everything to the Bahamas, is if one thing's not working, we have plenty of tackle here to try something new. Last night was challenging, but the fact that this is where we're staying makes it a lot better.
Listen, it's good when you know we come back a second time.
That's true. That's
it has everything you could ask for: a beach, a pool, and a nice place to rest your head.
Which is kind of silly that we're going back out on the boat, but the goal is not to be out too late today so we can enjoy the house. But if you guys saw our video here last year, this is the Golden Eye, and basically between both homes on the property, you guys can sleep up to 16 people. The Golden Eye sleeps 10, and if you want to rent this house additionally, this one sleeps 6 as well. We like homes whenever we come to the Bahamas just because we can cook. Had some steaks last night. We have the boat right here at the dock. We can pull all of our rods to and from the house. We're gonna get back after it, start rigging up some rods, see what we can get into today, and you never know until you try. So we're gonna give it a second shot, see what happens.
The options out here are endless. Like, there's so much to do, so much to see. It's funny, I was telling Henry and Samantha, like, once you've been to a beach in the Bahamas, nothing really compares.
Nope.
I don't know what we're catching, but we're gonna catch
We're gonna
something.
change up the tactics.
That's right.
Stephanie's captaining the boat today,
That's
so.
right, so we're definitely not catching anything.
All right, guys, so we are probably about 30 miles south of Grand Bahama. We decided to run through the channel there to see if we could find some birds, mahi. Didn't find much. A lot of seaweed, but the problem was it was just too thick to troll. Caught a barracuda, so right now we're actually pretty close to Bimini. We're between Grand Bahama and Bimini. And started marking some really nice bottom here, decided to slow down. So we're gonna try a little deep dropping, see what happens, just try to put some fish inside the boat, and who knows, we might be doing some grocery shopping with electric reels all day today. But like I said earlier, that's why you always come prepared with a little bit of everything. So let's see if this is successful. Drop some squids down on a chicken rig, see what happens. So right here, we're gonna be using these 6-pound lead sinkers. I mainly use them for Stephanie when she's out of line, but they're gonna work great to get our chicken rigs down to the bottom.
Just plop one of those over your head and down he goes.
Yep.
Oh yeah, we're on.
Got them on, baby.
Woo-hoo!
Let's go. All right. I'll take that. Whatever it is, it's a nice fish.
Yeah.
Just pull and drag. Holy moly.
We got ourselves our yellowfin tuna on the bottom.
Look at the bend in that rod right there.
No, that's a good one.
This thing's pulling a lot of drag.
Oh, that's
like a big snapper right there. Some type of big snapper.
Are you sure the drag's just not super loose on there?
Maybe. No, but I mean, look at all the bend in the rod right there.
No, that is true.
That's what I'm talking about. Okay, let's go, baby.
Maybe all that hard work's gonna pay off.
Here, press mark on the GPS. That's why you don't give up, baby. Come on, let's go.
Woo-hoo! It was because I was just
found this number too.
praying to the fish god.
That's right. It was
the fish
your little,
call dance.
It was your little fish god dance. Just get ready to reel.
Yep.
Oh, it's not gonna stop. Big yellow eye.
Wow!
Let's go!
What?
Look at the size of that yellow eye right there. That's it right there, baby.
Woo!
Persistence pays off right there. That is a beast of a yellow eye. Come on, baby.
That's a sweet yellow
Oh my gosh, it's been so slow. It's been tough. But you can always count on a little grocery shopping. And I think Sam and Henry got one up in the bow there.
We got the honey hole.
Yep. That box has been empty for a while, but just made a change. Love it.
It's another yellow eye.
To be honest, I mean, that's not little.
That's
I mean,
not little. That's what
ours was just huge. Good job, guys. That was tough, right?
So this is your first yellow eye?
Yes.
Woohoo!
First yellow eye. Of course, man. Nice job.
That's
Nice job.
awesome.
I'll give her a high five as soon as we get this thing in the box. Well, this is definitely not going to be a fun one. Battery died. And I got 1,500 feet to go. My arm already burns. You know what? I want to say it does charge itself. Yep, it does. So when you reel, it charges itself. That's interesting. Okay. Learning something new every day. And something significant about the way that we're deep dropping right now is we're actually using 40-pound braid. Because with that, I can use a smaller lead. And ultimately, smaller the lead that you can use, the more natural that presentation looks down on the bottom. But do we have something? I think we have something. What do we got? I got multiple fish. Look at that. Let's go! Woo! Look at the size of this queen snapper right here. Obviously, we're not really paying too much attention to these other guys. Ooh, that spine got me in the toe. Wow, man. Look at the size of that queen right there.
I have never
Seen one that big, right? That is so cool. Just talk about such an unbelievable fish. I mean, that vibrant red is pretty crazy. And look at his tail. I'm so happy.
I couldn't tell. You woke me up. Dude, that's insane.
Yeah, that's awesome. Hand cranked it 1,000 feet. Yes, baby. Nice job, guys.
That's awesome.
I hope you guys got a big queen.
Me too. Yeah, you're on. Here, I'll help you.
Come on, what we got? What do we got? Well, guys, this is why you come out here with more batteries. Or a plug for the reels. I didn't even expect on deep dropping. I thought the fishing was gonna go so great tomorrow. That's why you can't ever get cocky.
You mean you thought fishing was gonna be great yesterday?
What did I say?
Tomorrow.
That's how you know I'm just beat. Do we see color? What's our color? Yeah, yellow eye.
It's another nice yellow eye.
That's a nice yellow eye. All right.
I could have kept doing that. That wasn't that hard.
I mean, let me drop it back down. No, it's got a nice high gear on it. So if you do have to hand crank, that's a nice fish.
Yeah.
Either that or sharks after it. So we just charged up the battery and we're back in action here because it's got some pole on the other end.
Dang, that might
be another queen. Something big, for sure. He just woke up.
Everything is big in the
Oh,
Bahamas.
he just came off. It was so close to the surface too.
He may float up.
That's what I'm saying. Look around. He might start floating.
Maybe.
All right.
Well, that's a wrap. There he is.
Oh, there it is. Hey, nice job. Good eye, Stephanie. Good eye. That's awesome. That's a nice yellow eye, it looks like. That's one thing. If they come off, always be hopeful that they can come back up to the surface. That's exactly what just happened right there. I love the urgency, though.
I was like, I'll jump in.
Sure,
Got
Hey!
But you see, that's why you need your Avail gaff and your Avail bait net. It's a nice one.
But I'll tell you, with that, everything's picked up. Batteries are dead on our
On our electric
on our
reels.
electric reels. Let's just
I think it's
go.
a sign to do something different.
Yeah, let's go in and hang out on a beach and eat lunch.
That sounds good.
It's a good looking box right there.
So welcome to Great Isaac Island, guys. On a day like today, we always revert to doing a little bit of exploring, and that's what we decided to do, is come here and check out the island, but just talk about such a crazy structure. I mean, you just have ocean everywhere, completely surrounding the island, and it just makes you think, like, what was this years ago? What's pretty cool is over, I'm sure, hundreds, thousands of years, there's a bunch of greenery that's grown here, and it looks like there's a lighthouse right there, which is just unbelievable to have a structure like that all the way out in the middle of nowhere here. So we're gonna anchor up. Definitely a cool place to just hang out for a little while and soak it all in. What's so cool about where we're at right now, it's like you have all shades of blue in one spot right here.
It's beautiful. And then you have this lighthouse. What I'm curious is, where did they come from to build the lighthouse? Did they come from Bimini or did they come from Bahama? And why did they build it? I'm curious to know the history behind it.
It's actually a really good question.
Yeah.
But, you know, being able to do something like this is just the coolest thing in the world, and couldn't do it without you guys, honestly. And of course, you know, people like Shade on Ship.
For sponsoring this week's video.
Yeah. You can see we have their shade system here actually on top this time. Before we had it on the side of the boat. And we got a little creative with it, and it actually worked out really well. We have our gaffs up in the front right there, and basically there's mechanisms, multiple different mechanisms in addition to the suction cups, based on ways that you can get creative to mount this thing. And it just worked out perfect the way that we have it right now. But what's cool is they actually made us a new one right here with our logo on it. So they also do custom logos, different colors. And as you guys can see, based on some of the ways that we've used it in the past, there's probably 100 different ways that you can get creative based on mounting this thing on the boat. There's actually a discount code right up there on screen, also down in the video description below. And we're gonna get off on the island, see what we can find, do a little exploring. Woo! Oh, I'm standing. This is great. It's a little chilly, but it's not too bad.
This is the best water taxi they've got around town.
There you go, you should be solid now. Yoo-hoo! That's awesome.
Wow, this is
Check
beautiful.
this out, look. There's conch that washed up right here. But it actually looks like the conch has been cleaned. So I wonder if somebody came up here and ate them. Oh, there's conch everywhere. Wow.
Look what's up here. It looks like
There's like stairs up ahead here. Oh, wow. Look at that. That's what you call a view. Then there's all these abandoned buildings here. I couldn't even imagine what it was like to live here. I'll tell you what's kind of sketchy is you don't know what you're gonna find in here.
I would not walk in there.
There is definitely a little civilization out here. Why they were here, what they were doing, that's beyond my knowledge right now. Nature always ends up prevailing.
Oh my gosh, there's food and water here.
There's food and water in there?
All right, I'm going back to the boat. I think I've seen enough.
That's only like a couple days old. It looks pretty fresh, like it hasn't been weathered at all.
I'm out of here.
I think Stephanie is right. I'm out of here. I feel a lot safer in the boat. I really want to go into the lighthouse, but it is so dark. God only knows what's in there. And I'll tell you what's even more freaky is there's bullet holes up in the glass there.